Hello, and it's Gabe378 here, and today I'll be showing you a really cool magic card trick that it's really cool, and this will confuse a lot of people. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna adjust the camera, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do the trick. Well, I don't know. Let's go. So what I'm going to do is I will offer you to pick a card. Let's say you just pick this card, the 3 of diamonds, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that card down. Set that card down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 piles like that, and then what you would do is I'd say select the pile, and you'd put the card on the pile. We'll say you put it on the middle pile, just put all the cards into one huge deck. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a lot of piles. Whoa, that exploded. That was not part of the trick. I don't know what the balls just happened. And what I'm going to do is basically make a ton of piles. Nothing sneaky. I'm going to skip ahead until I have all the piles in, and then I'll be right back. Now that I have all my piles set out, random piles, wink wink, I'm going to pick all the piles up and put them on top of each other. And now I will tell you that the card trick is in place. But now what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you to reveal your card. You would say that your card was a 3 of diamonds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 1, or the T, H, R, E, E, O, F, D, I, A, M, O, N, D, and then what I'm going to do now is, are you ready to see your last card? I just didn't do anything really under there. I just like put the card down and stuff. Are you ready to see your last card? This is your card. Then you're gonna say, wait, now I'm gonna go. That is your card. Now make sure you stick around for the tutorial of this really cool trick, and I will be right back. And this is just another thing that I'm still working on. It's just the changing of the card. See, look. Still working on it. Basically, just a little quick thing. What you do here is you get your fingers on in place, and you sort of snap, and then it changes. It looks really cool if you angle it correctly. And I'll be right back with how to do the trick. Okay, so for the beginning of the trick, what we're going to do is this thing called key carding. So we're going to memorize the bottom card. Just for convenience, I'm going to use the Ace of Hearts to make it easy to remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that on the bottom, and I'm going to ask you to pick a card. You're going to pick whatever card you do, and let's pretend it's the 9 of spades, I think. Yeah, I think that's spades. Whatever. Doesn't matter if I'm wrong. Sort of. It does, but whatever. So you put that card down. I make 3 piles. Remember, the Ace of Hearts is on this first pile. Okay, so whichever pile you choose, I'll show you all 3 options. You choose this pile. What you're going to do is you're going to cut it in half, placing the Ace of Hearts on top of the card. And then what I'm going to do after I put that on top is I'm going to sandwich it in between the 2 other card decks, and yeah, then the card will be set there. But now, just make sure we still have everything correctly. That's the card, and this is the Ace of Hearts. So that's what you do if it lands on this deck. Okay, if it lands on this deck, you simply put this deck in the middle. So here, I'll show you that again since that was kind of bad. So what you do is you make sure you put the Ace of Hearts on top of the card, so it's like that. And then what I would do is then put this deck on the bottom of this deck with this deck on top. And this card will be, since it's on top of this deck and this is the card, this card will be on top of this card. And so it's basically the same thing. When you do it with this deck, you just sandwich it in between. And we're gonna stick with this deck, so this is how it would work. Or this, we're gonna keep going. So let's say they put it on this thing. You're gonna put this one with your card, your key card, on the bottom, on the top of that one, and then you're gonna put the middle one that has nothing on the bottom. and now it's sandwiched somewhere in the pile, your card. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start counting and making piles. We know it's a little bit in, so what we're going to do is we're going to speed this up and just keep going here until we see our card, the Ace of Hearts, the key card. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place the next card, and we're going to memorize that card, the Nine of Spades. We're going to go to the next pile, and you can make this into multiple piles. So we're going to memorize the cards like Nine of Spades, N-I-N-E-O-F-S-P-A-D-E. And then we're going to keep with the E because I like. You can either do S-P-A-D-E-S and keep the S, but I choose not to. So this spells out this deck spells out Nine of Spades, just to make sure. N-I-N-E-O-F-S-P-A-D-E. Nine of Spade, rather. We're going to put that deck by itself. We're going to go into another deck. And let's just say we're going to count those randomly, so we'll just put those two like that. Now what you're going to do now is you're going to pick up the deck that has their card on top. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the other deck that has Nine of Spade, which is this, on top of it. So let me show you that again because it confused me when I learned how to do it. We're going to pick up the card that has, We're going to pick up the card that has the Nine of Spades on it. We're going to pick up that deck and just place the counted of the Nine of Spades on top of it. And we're going to put the two other ones on the bottom of the deck. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to go, okay, I know what I want you to tell me what your card was. And they're going to say Nine of Spades. You're going to go N-I-N-E-O-F-S-P-A-D-E. And then you're going to go, this is a hard one. I'm not sure if I got this one right. I'm still, looking around. But I'm almost positive that this is your card, right? And they're going to say no, because this is not their card. You're going to go, and there, that's their card. Or you can just not do that part and just have it so they see your card. Their card, rather. And then, yeah, that's it. I hope you did like this card trick tutorial. It's one of my favorite tricks. I really do like it. It works and astonishes the people. And it doesn't really leave that much room for explanation unless you're very familiar with card tricks and know key carding. But it's a really good trick, and it might be my personal favorite, but I don't know. Make sure to like this video, comment if you want to see more of these, and subscribe to my channel here. And Games278 out.